Welcome to Lakeshore RV. I'll be walking you through your Arctic Wolf today. On the front cap, you can see blue LED lights. These are more for docking when you're backing up at night. To control these LED lights, they're going to be underneath the cap here. You're going to have a toggle switch right to the right. Right below it, you're going to have a battery vent that's inside this compartment here. You're going to have your spare tire as well as your deep cell 12-volt battery. Battery disconnect right behind it. For storage purposes, right to the right, you're going to have your leveling system. Little cheat sheet right below it, right above. If there's not a green LED light, this is going to have so it'll not operate without the green LED light. To get the green LED light, you got to push up and down at the exact same time. Now the up and down is going to control the very front lights. At auto level, you're going to push it out of the way. That's going to level out your camper. The hitch height right to the top right corner, that's going to be the location right before you hit auto level. So if you unhooked your truck and you pulled your truck out of the way right before you hit auto level, that hitch height is going to bring the camper back to that location with bringing up the rear jacks and moving the front to where the height that needed to go. Retract all is going to be after you connect it to your truck. You'll hit retract all, that's going to bring all your jacks up. On the driver's side here, you're going to have stickers. They're going to be VIN, model, make, as well as your tire pressures below. You're going to have 2 propane tanks on your unit. They're both going to be 20-pound tanks. Regulator's going to be on the passenger side. Inside your pass-through here, you're going to have your power cord. It's a 50-amp cord as well as a 50 to 30-amp adapter, 30 to 15-amp adapter, as well as a silver. To the right, you're going to have a motion light. This motion light's going to give you light when you're hooking up at night. There's going to be inlets for cable and satellite, as well as a fresh water to fill the tank. You just stick a hose in there. The tank valve. For your freshwater tank drain is going to be the white pull underneath your slide out here. Close it to fill the tank on the unit. To use city water, you're just going to hook up a water hose here. That's going to use the water off the water hose only. Right to the right, you're going to have a black tank flush. So if your black tank is full, do not hook a water hose up here until your poles are pulled out and you're connected to the ground. Your poles are labeled sewer as well as gray water. They're going to be right below the labels. You want to make sure those are pulled before you hook up a black tank flush. If they're closed and you hook up a hose and you got a full black tank, it's going to come out the toilet. So make sure those valves are open. Right to the right over here, you're going to have your furnace exhaust. Make sure nothing's leaning up against it when you turn on your heat. It will start it on fire. Coming down the back side here on the driver's side, in between your slide outs here, you're going to have your 50-amp cord feed where you'll plug in, as well as the bathroom outlet here for the rear. Your poles are on each side of the jack for this back sewer connection. Coming to the back of the unit here, you got a luggage rack. I recommend it only being about 500 to 300 pounds on that rack. Above it, you're going to have the backup camera. It is prepped and ready to go. You'll have a screen inside your unit that will automatically link to that camera. On the passenger side here, you got your outdoor entertainment center. The outdoor entertainment center includes your refrigerator, as well as a hot and cold sink here. The light switch off to the right, that's going to be the LED lights. Right above it, you're going to see these kind of lights throughout your unit. It'll be a push button light with the push button in the dead center of the light. This back door goes right into your back bathroom here, with stairs that fold up inside the bathroom. Access it from inside your unit as well as outside. Coming on the other side of that door, you got an outdoor shower, hot and cold, as well as right above it, your black tank flush for the rear bathroom. Again, make sure those valves are open before you hook up the water hose to that. Condensation line is behind panel for the refrigerator, so if you see a little dripping, don't be too alarmed by it. To the right, you're going to have your water heater. Here, your valves to bypass your water heater are going to be underneath your sink. Your front main door here, that's going to lead you right inside your unit. You'll see here in a second. Right to the right, you got your passenger side access to the pass-through, as well as your outlets for your cable and satellite TV here. That'll lead right through this little panel. The last door on the outside is going to be this 20-pound LP tank, as well as the regulator right above it here. This regulator is a knob, so turn it to the right. You're going to use the driver's side tank. Turn it to the right, you're going to use the passenger side tank. It is not automatic. You'll have to come out and change it when one tank's gone. Going inside your unit here. Come on, bud. Inside your unit here, you got a digital control panel as well as a manual control panel. This digital control panel uses the app called One Control. If you use your camera on your phone and scan the little box here, that will give you the One Control app to download. Everything that you see on this panel, you can control off of your cell phone. So turn it on by pushing the square. You go over to devices. You'll be able to control your awning, your leveling, lights, and slides all by your cell phone. Now, if there's lights on that are not on this panel, they're the push button lights that you manually have to turn on and off without a phone. Right below it, you're going to have the monitoring panel. Push and hold the buttons to tell you the level of your unit. For fresh tank, it's empty, black 1A and 2, gray 1 and 2 also. Right below it, you're going to have your water pump switch as well as your water heater switch. This water heater switch will turn on the propane to heat your unit. Right below it, you're going to have the inside LED lights. That's going to be inside your living room, the blue LED lights, as well as the outside LED lights that are blue are controlled from this switch. Living room lights, that's going to be the ceiling lights up where no one could reach. Right to the right, you're going to have a kitchen lights. That's going to be on the shelving above your sink here. I'll turn on those 3 lights. You're going to have your awning control switch, the bottom left. Your slide out 1, that's going to be the back bunk room. Your slide out 2 is going to be your main side here. Your thermostat, you're going to see these throughout your unit. You're going to push the bottom bar 1 time to acknowledge it. Push it again to turn it on to fan low, fan high, cool low, cool auto high heat, as well as off. Up and down arrows, of course, change the temp. Right above it, you're going to have your Wi-Fi. If you decide to get the Wi-Fi linked in your system, it is already pre-wired, so all you got to get is the router for it, which you can get at this website. We're going to start from your master bedroom, work our way back to the back bunk room. Here in your master bedroom, when you walk in, you're going to have 2 light switches. Here, these 2 light switches are going to, one's going to control the blue LED lights above the bed, and the other one's going to control the main lights on the ceiling. Now you each have individual reading lights above each bed that are button in the center. You'll have to push to turn on and off manually. Each side of the bed has a charging station, USB as well as plug-ins. Coming to the back wall here, you got your TV hookup where to mount your TV. You also have your thermostat right above these switches that are controlled just like the one up in the living room. Now we're going to make our way to the master bedroom here, or master bathroom. Master bathroom is going to pretty self-explanatory. You got a GFI breaker right next to the sink, as well as your lights. These are push button lights. Fan controls are on the actual fan itself. They're push button. Going inside your living room area here, you got your TV bracket as well as your fireplace. Just know the big items like your microwave, AC, TV, fireplaces, outdoor fridge are not going to work unless you're hooked to shore power. Right above it, you're going to have your audio. This audio is going to be controlled off the 12-volt feed. You have a zone 1 and a zone 2 on the left top corner. Zone 2 is going to be outside. Zone 1 is going to be inside. You can have one on, one off. It's up to your discretion. Right to the bottom right here, you're going to see a little cabinet. This little cabinet is going to be for breakers and fuses. 12 volt fuses as well as your 110 breakers. Above the slide here, the slide has lights on the top that will be individual push button lights. These two are dead center. The drop light above your kitchen is going to have a button in the center of the actual lights. You have on your kitchen sink is going to have your keys as well as push button lights underneath here. You're going to have your microwave. Your microwave is going to be best indicator if you at least have 30 amps. If you at least have 30 amps, the microwave will be on and working. Just know you need to run the bigger items. To run more than one, you need a full 50 amp feed. Right below it, you got a stovetop. This stovetop's going to be working like the outside grill. You're just going to turn the knob over to a temp, high or low, and then use your igniter off to the left to ignite the stovetop. Same will be for the oven. You'll use it to light the pilot. You'll turn the oven knob over to the flame, and then you'll use your igniter to ignite the pilot on the bottom. To turn on LED lights, or the light for the oven, is going to be the push button here. That's going to be the LED lights for the knobs as well as the light in the oven. Right to the left, you're going to have your carbon monoxide alarm. That will also go off if you get a low battery on your unit, if the unit's battery is below like 3 volts. Refrigerators are ran as propane as well as shore power. So with the green light on, it's going to automatically, as soon as you connect to shore power, use the shore power. Now when you unhook your shore power, it's going to automatically go to propane unless your propane tanks are turned off. If they're turned off, this fridge will make alarm at you. Just come in and turn it off if you're not going to want it to use your propane. It will automatically switch. Inside this door right to the right of your fridge is going to be that bathroom that has that outside access. Just know when you're operating the slide here in the kitchen, you have to make sure this door is shut at all times. If this door is open and you operate this slide's going to crunch the door. Bathroom's pretty self-explanatory. You got the light switch underneath the mirror as well as the fan control little remote right on the wall here. Inside your bunk room here, you got two light switches right off to the left, as well as individual lights that they can turn on above the bunk here. As well as you have drawers underneath the couch. You're able to hook up a TV inside the slot here. For your bunk bed steps, they just lift up and pull out on the bottom. And then make sure before operating this slide, these steps are in the upright and locked position. And that's going to complete our video. I hope you enjoy your camper. Thank you for choosing Lakeshore.